All right, in today's stream, we're going to be working on WinUtility and some other GitHub projects. We're going to tackle some things that I've been meaning to clear out. A lot of merge requests that are, or pull requests that have come through. I have about 60 or 70 projects over in GitHub, so we're going to definitely go through that. WinUtil definitely needs some attention, as I haven't done anything with it for about a month. Been working on some other back-end stuff, learning C# with the Win1 shot we've worked on a couple times on stream. We may hit that towards the end of the stream, but for now, let's see what we got going on. This right here is the Linux environment, but we're gonna actually just kind of change our dual boot and then jump into it. So should be a fun stream. All in here. Let's fix the dual boot because I think right now actually we can go boot grub to grub.cfg. Kind of a weird location for grub, but that's just how Fedora likes to do it. And I want to say, is there a timeout in here? Yeah. So I kind of want to wipe all this out eventually and do it differently than how it has it in here, but oh well. It works for now. For now. Well, let's get going today. I think we got that. Let's first fix our startup. I was looking at the grub here, and let's see, timeout. I think right now, terminal output console, and I want to say that timeout, I'm going to just change this. Let's just change this to like 15. And the show menu style, set out timeout menu. I'll fix all this later though. I don't feel like messing around with grub again. Let's just boot back into old Windows now. Let's start down here. What do we have? This is submit to the allow game DVR reg key not only prevents game DVR, but also stops hotkeys from Xbox Game Bar. Okay. Alrighty, that looks good. Yeah, I already reviewed this once, and it said I needed changes. Did he change them? Looks like he did. We can do that. Let's gonna need a little bit more. What else we got there? WPFA disable game bar. All right. I like that. I'll approve those changes. Don't think that'll really do anything until we add that into our GUI, but we can squash and merge that. Yeah, I mean, telemetry is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a lot of people take it a little too far, and a lot of people use it for profit. And I have problems using telemetry for profit just because if I pay for a product or I'm using a product, I just, even if the product's free, I still don't believe in selling the user information for money. To me, that just seems wrong. And I mean, that's kind of a hot take from someone that gets money from advertising on a free platform like Twitch or YouTube, but still, I mean, at least you know, hey, their ads are there and I'm making money when someone watches the ads, even if it is just like a fractions of a penny. It just feels weird. All right, let's see. Added guided. They want to submit this to the main branch already. Already know on that. We'll close this out. I think I'm not. I'm gonna close pull request on that. No commits to main. So bad PR there. We got another one. Duplicate main. Don't take PRs to main per readme. All right, going on. Dual atom, removed atom due to it being sunsetted. Oh, they got rid of the IDE. I don't know. Any Atom users in chat? What's your opinion of Bing AI being integrated in search in Windows Start menu? Foregone conclusion. I could have seen that one coming a mile away. I think I actually said it in a stream where I was like, dude, the Windows 12 is just going to be AI, which is just Bing chat. It's just another gimmick, really. I don't really care either way. Yeah. Light XL for my Atom replacement. Oh, okay. Pulsar, Light XL. I'm using Vim. I did see some new stuff. I made a lazy Vim video, I think, over the weekend from a stream, and I got a bunch of good feedback on that one. A couple people commented, hey, check out Neovide. That we might look at that on stream too, and Astro in Vim. And I was like, ooh, new toys. So we'll check that out a bit later as well. All right. This person looks like they did it right. Test branch. They hit the GUI, and then they also hit the config. Approve. The correct way of doing things. Thank you. It's like a 50-50 shot. The toolbox has gotten more complex enough to where people are like, let's see. That does not look... No, that's fine. I don't know why that's kicking up an error. All right. That should be fine. MV Chat I checked out. MV Chat was great on Linux, but the Windows iteration of MV Chat gave me a lot of problems. So I ended up not using MV Chat because I wanted something I can be in Windows and use on PowerShell and also use in Linux with relative ease as well. All right, we're going to squash that. What else we got here? Test. Oh no. This guy. What are you doing? Yeah. Like, yeah, I know I'm going to commit this to main, but what? I don't even know what to I'm just going to close it. What? You're not closing that branch. I'm closing that. What? So, yeah, my main problem with that one is when people do like a nuke the world commit, like, I don't know what the hell he added to put in that review of that. Like, just make a separate commit. Like, why would you? Anyways, I don't know. That's all right. That's all right. We all learn sometime. I've made some really dumb commits in my life too. All right. This person wants some in GeForce Now. I didn't realize people are actually using it. I made a couple videos about it, but I don't know. All right. So we got GeForce Now being added to this. Yeah, it's fine. I would say I kind of would have preferred them to stay alphabetical here, but I can always fix that later. It's not a big deal. And it is going to the test branch. That should be good. Squash and merge. Everything looks good here. And this one from November. Has it even seen any? Nah, I'll leave it. I'll leave it for now. Let's test our branch here and see what we get with the old test branch. And then we'll work on pull that. Ooh, what do we have? Services.txt and tweaks.json. Oh, that's right. I was working on fixing a lot of the services in here. Now, let's just discard all these changes. I do want to change up our service. I do want to switch up how those services work. But let's get a clean branch before we do any of that. And then All right, so we're all up to date over here. And let's do a compile of the test branch and then start testing this utility. Oh, Sparky, you using GeForce Now? Don't ever. Do you even play games, Sparky? Well, you play a couple games, I know. I would say, these days, if I wasn't doing what I do, I would just probably do a Steam Deck. Like I'm over sitting in front of a computer. When I get out of here and I'm like done for the day with work, the last thing I want to do is sit on a computer and play a game usually. So these days, if it's not on the Steam Deck, heck, I don't even mess with it. It's kind of wild because I used to be just a huge gamer, and I can't bring myself to sit at the computer after I get done. Yeah, so you're like me. You're like me. You play a few games here and there. Yeah, I still play games for sure, but a lot of them I like to be just laying in bed. Oh man, I do have a cool project coming up where I'm taking a piece of plywood about I'd say about 4 to 5 feet in length, and I'm attaching it above my headboard and then putting a little tiny monitor about, probably I'd say about a 12-inch monitor on it. And then I can lay in bed and look straight up while laying flat, so it won't mess with my posture because I'm trying to straighten out my back, which, decades of computer work, your back's gonna just look like a C. And I was like, how do I make this to where when I want to relax, I can actually lay just flat on my back and still play a game without being hunched over like that. And I was like, you know what? I can make something so I lay vertical. It's gonna be a hilarious YouTube video. People are gonna be like, you could just get some like monitor glasses and then just put those on and just play the game through glasses and a keyboard and mouse. But I don't know. I just wanted to make like a hack together solution. That would be hilarious. Oh man, see, yeah, that's me. That's totally me, Lux. I'll play for like 10, 15 minutes, and then I'm like, recently got a job as a security analyst at a big company, learning the fun of Microsoft Sentinel. I don't think I messed around with Microsoft Sentinel. An Arion chair and not have to worry about your back? What is an Arion chair? I gotta look it up. Office chair. Oh, a Herman Miller one. Okay. Doesn't look like. Holy balls. That's an expensive chair. It doesn't play any games. For $1,000, I figured it would look a little bit more advanced or something. Dang. Okay. We're gonna have to work up to that one. Yeah. We're gonna have to work up to that guy. Woo. That is not cheap. I'm digging my $40 solution laying in bed compared to that chair. Yeah, I mean, I bet it's comfortable as hell. You bought yours for 1,600 used. Wow. Well, I mean, like I said, I can't judge because I haven't ever tried one. Maybe when I make it big, I'll grab one of those chairs. Well, let's see. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot. I need to do that. Let's run as admin, shall we? All right. Let's go into our WinUtil. So pretty much like everything else, right, Michael? I can't tell you how many times I've like fought you on something where I'm like, that's just too much money. I can't do it. I can't do it. You know me being cheap. And yeah, make do. Oh, jeez. And then I ended up spending more money because I ended up buying what you tell me to buy. And then I'm like, oh yeah, this is way better. All right, let's go unrestricted. All right, let's test this. Test. Oop. We've got some problem. Oh, wait, no. Let's do a compile. Then we try WinUtil. Okay, okay. Whoa, what happened here? Hmm. Alrighty. This is why we use a test branch. uh, verify title properly can be found on object. Cannot call a null expression value. What happened? All right, let's see. What do we got? Does VS Code spit out any errors for us? Let's see. Hey, HGH. Been really good, man. Been really good. Same error on test branch. Okay, good to know. Live overflow. Let's fix this. Um. So, why is it spitting out this error? So 4396 on the line number. 4396. Let's test. Let's come back into here. So if we test it live, what does that look like? Let's drop to our test branch. And what we're going to do here, let's just grab the raw file. Let's do a little test. We'll launch into admin terminal again. So if you ever want to test the test branch, this is kind of the way to do it. So we'll do like an IRM, paste that, pipe to IEX. And this should be the test branch. Same thing. Same thing. Okay. Interesting. So I bet you there's something with the XAML file. Let's see if there's any errors in it. Yeah, the XAML's broken. appreciate it, live underflow. I failed English class, man. I pronounce everybody wrong. It's just one of them things. All right, let's see. Hmm. Go a little bit less. Why is this not showing anything? Do we not have the proper extensions installed? Do we got XAML? Pretty XML, sure. Huh. XAML Dart language support. Let's just try to grab it. I don't know if that's going to give me exactly what I need, but let's see. Usually it would mark up on VS Code, is it not? Yeah, stream avatars. I try to make the stream avatars so where when subscribers chat, their avatar will pop up and they'll have a little bubble. I figured that'd be really good, especially when I do the clips from the streams, because I've been cutting up the streams and uploading them to Titus Tech Talk. And that's been working really well, man. That channel is doing so good. And I'm like, heck yeah. So it's a good way to make videos, daily videos, also get projects done, and work towards a major video for the big channel. So I was like, dude, this is just working out so well. There it is. That's so weird. Why does it require me to find it? What's wrong, VS Code? It's having VS Code moment. Why? It shouldn't require me to eyeball it to see it. All right, well, let's see. All right. Let's compile it again. All right. And then WinUtil. Well, that's a bit underwhelming. Yeah, I bought Diablo 4 too. We might just do like a Diablo 4 week and just be streaming Diablo 4 when it comes out. Oh, cool, HGH. Appreciate it, man. Generic XML. Yeah, let's try generic XML. That's so weird. It should be able to catch stuff. Yeah, this one has 4 million. This one has 4.6 million. This one has formatting. I'm kind of between the two. Which one? I think XML Tools is what I'm going to go with. This one's Red Hat. Not that there's anything wrong with the Red Hat extension. This one just has more downloads, and I typically err on that side of things. Let's just see what we have. That. All right. Now, prettier. Do we have? Yeah, it's XML. Yeah, maybe it's just still querying it, but still. We should have at least something. Can we check it? I feel like just pulling this up in Vim to see. Let's try that. Let's see. Grab my XML. Well, actually, we could probably grab... let's just go into... Oh. We've got some errors here. All right. Oh no. All right. It's broken. No. Oh no. Okay. That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Dang it. Okay. One way to do this, I'll tell you right now, that's pretty darn good that I really like. I bet you we can do like a WPF app solution. Just go main window. All right. Let's kill Solution Explorer. Can we split vertically? Okay. Let's take this. Let's split. Do a horizontal split. Oh no. Horizontal split's dumb. Looks awful. Let's come back to a vertical split. Okay. So one other way we can troubleshoot this. Let's just grab this. We're gonna just toss it all in here. And now we get the errors. Okay, we got invalid markup. So where is my errors? Okay. All right, the name WPF install upgrade is already defined in this scope. Really? Is it? Is it though? Oh, it is. So someone did a commit and me, like a big dummy, just said, okay. So we got WPF install upgrade. And then we got what changed here? Let's look at this WPF from the main branch and see what was switched. Totally broke it. All right, let's see. We're back on main. Let's look at our XAML file. All right, WPF install. Okay, raw file. Let's see. Install upgrades there. So if we look at this, so that hasn't changed. Over here, this is what's changed. This vertical install upgrade selection. All right. And that's a new stack panel, it looks like. Yeah. So yeah, this commit the one downside to doing open source projects when you're merging stuff, sometimes people don't follow your case code. So like I put capital install as the install tab, and then when you go to the next one, you'll notice it switches to they switched it over here too. Son of a biscuit eater. All right. You see it's S tweaks, ESS tweaks. This is what I did. This is obviously added by others. And then when we go to the next tab, miscellaneous tweaks, MIS tweaks, and then the options. And then when we go to the features tab, WPF features, panel, and so on. You run into problems when you get this, and that's what you get. You know, it's not not terrible. It's just all right. So this should probably be. Let's just go WPF. Let's see, what do we have? WinGet. Upgrade. This one should be... Why does this have the start install, upgrade installs there, and then also have it up there? Oh, I see what happened. Oops. So this right here, these buttons don't even need to exist. I see why the stack panel was added. So now that's much cleaner. You got your WinGet install selection, upgrade selection, get installed, and clear selection. That's pretty cool. All right. Why not use an AutoHotkey to script to switch between apps? I don't know. It's a good question. I think at once upon a time I did that. Just I haven't even loaded my regular AutoHotkey. I gotta get that set before Diablo 4 set. Because only noobs use left click for ARPGs. That, and as an old person, you can't really use the left click anymore because of carpal tunnel. So, here's my AutoHotkey. Sarah, you like this? You like this? I can post it in chat too for those that want to steal it. Oh, what did I do with it? Where did I put AutoHotkey? I think it was... Dang it. I think it was in my drive. Did I put it in here? Where would I put that? I want to say probably tools. Let's just go star.ahk. All right, that I don't know. Okay, here we go. Drive hotkeys. Yeah, that's why. Drive hotkeys. Perfect. So if we edit this script, this is a neat little script. As I set it to where I wanted to do like close. I want to open Brave with like a lot of the hotkeys I have in Linux. Open terminal. Close active windows with Windows Q. And then like for ARPGs like Path of Exile and Diablo 2, I wanted to do immediate moves instead of using left click, to use the wheel up and wheel down from your mouse. So when you scroll up, every single scroll, whether it's up or down, counts as a left click, or in Path of Exile, it's Q and W for movement. So it would actually go ahead and emulate that press, but it's much easier using your middle finger, just doing this, than holding this down. That puts a lot more strain on your wrist. So rebinding movement to scroll wheels is really nice. Why haven't I done this is the question. It's a good question. Let's fix that. Come on. Oh, let's just copy it. Fine. Did that not launch? Yeah, no, it launched. It's just not showing. Oh, I know why. AutoHotkey. There we go. All right. C sharp, it's going good, Harry. We're gonna get more into C sharp, maybe towards the end of the stream, or actually probably not the end of the stream. Probably tomorrow's stream we're gonna do C sharp, for sure. All right, we got this fixed up. Browsers, communications, development. All right. So with this not airing out anymore, we should be able to just copy it. Let's just bring it back into here. Paste it. All right. Great way to move game save files from desktop to Steam Deck. The game doesn't even have a Steam Cloud. Oh yeah. Tommy, I do this all the time, man. Let me help you out with that, because this is something I even did a video about it actually. It's specifically over this. Well, let me think. What did I do in that video? It's same premise though. Yeah. Let's take a peek. I want to say it was it's because I use that a lot for Dwarf Fortress, because I want my saves to sync, and the Steam Cloud Sync doesn't work on Dwarf Fortress. So that would have been, which project did I use? There's so many different ways to fix this solution, but the best one I found, I want to say it's Syncthing. Is it not? How to sync local files. Yeah. This is what you need. Yeah, this was January of this year. Here you go. Yeah, that right there is how I sync all my files between like my Steam Deck. I use Syncthing for Horizon XI. If I want to play Final Fantasy XI, I want it to sync between all of my desktops and the Steam Deck. And then I also use it for Dwarf Fortress saves. And I've used it for other stuff in the past too. It just depends on what's going on with that actual system. All right. So we've got this in now. This should be good to go. Let's do a compile over here. And then WinUtil. Yes. All right, cool. So now we got all these in. What do we have in here? Do we have like a Win tree or oh, we got WinDR. So let's try WinTree, WizTree. So we're gonna, let's try and get installed. That's a new button. Let's click it. That's pretty legit. That is totally legit. Clear selection. Get installed. Oh, that's neat. That's neat. All right, cool. So that works. Let's just go WizTree and then say, that's developer derp again, man. That guy's I love him. He's so good. All right, we installed WizTree. Let's try to launch it. WizTree. All right, let's do a scan. What's taking up all my room? What? Oh, VMDK file. How much space do I have? Oh, it's a 2 terabyte. Who cares? Okay. It's like, oh, jeez. Okay. It's pretty neat. All right, cool. That looks like it's working good. I guess let's try and uninstall now. Let's just go WizTree, uninstall. You're about to, this will install the following applications. I think this will uninstall the applications. So let's fix that real fast. Okay, it's not here. Where's it at? Probably gonna be Let's look at our private functions. Do we have an uninstall function? Well, let's see. For the uninstall function, I think program winget. I don't see that here. Let's just do a global search. This will... Ah, perfect. This will uninstall the following applications. Yeah, WPF uninstall. Where did it invoke WPF uninstall? Oh, that's going to be a public one because that is front facing. WPF uninstall. Yep. That makes sense. I'm getting trained. You can see, yeah, it was totally derp. I knew it was him. Whenever I see something like that, I'm like, that looks like a derp commit. But in a good way. All right, so we'll fix that little typo. Everything else looks good. Let's see what we got so far. Fix that. Don't really care about that. Fix syntax and typo. Push. All right. We got those commits done. Keep going here. What else are we doing? All right, so we got those done. I don't know about upgrading selection. I guess we could just say git install and then do upgrade selection. Seems to work. I believe that's just pushing probably a win-git upgrade -- all. Since installing Brave, I had a lot of issues with Firefox. That's interesting. Oh man, I saw the best meme the other day about Firefox. Showed like 20 different browsers, and then it was like the Spider-Man theme, and he puts his glasses on, and then it was like, oh, yeah, they're all Chromium or Firefox. Yeah, I'm not a huge Brave fan. I mean, I'm on it, but it's not like I'm not chilling it by any means. There's not a browser out there I'm like, oh, you got to use this browser. It's amazing. Wish there was, man, but it's the world we live in. Servo win. Yeah. I was on Vivaldi before Brave, actually. And then I ended up switching off of Vivaldi. They had a bad release that slowed everything down to crawl. I think just in Linux, not Windows. But it took them a long time to fix it. So during that period of time, I was like, all right, forget Vivaldi. I'm moving to Brave. And then I moved to Brave. But there are aspects of Vivaldi I miss. Yeah, I wish Firefox was better. I really do. And that's why I never try to put down Firefox. I don't personally like it, but dude, I mean, if it goes out, then Google literally rules the internet with an iron fist. There's no other browser out there. So, for those Firefox users, I applaud you. Not for me, but hey, keep doing you. Because without the Firefox user base, we would all just be at, the mercy of Google. I quit YouTube? No. If you check my secondary channel, Titus Tech Talk, I've done a video every single day for April 20th, I think, was the last when I started uploading a lot there. So that's for a lot of the clips from these live streams you're watching now. And then on the main channel, I've been trying to ramp up to 1 day a week, and then kind of re-look at things and really approach some bigger projects, get some cool stuff done. So when I'm making videos on the main channel, it's something that a lot of people are going to like, and it's going to make an impact. It's not just going to be me throwing a video up to get some views, you know? And that's kind of where I'm at on the main channel. I want the videos to be impactful and, help people. Yeah, so yeah, over on the secondary channel, it's mostly clips, so it's a little bit more disjointed. But I do try to cut those up, or if I do upload a big live stream, if I do something really, really cool on stream, I try to timestamp it so you can flip around the stream and get all the good stuff. So there's times I do streams and I don't upload the streams because I just don't think there's a lot of value in the stream. But if I do, I usually try to upload those. Hey, Tom, experiencing page and image loads after using WinUtils. There's an existing issue 453. Let's take a look at that, Tom. Let's take a peek. 453 on issues. Let's go over to WinUtils. Alrighty, issues. Let's go is open 453. Slow internet issues after using the script. Okay, run the script with a laptop preset. Having the same issue, ran it yesterday, and undo tweaks does not help at all. Interesting. Firefox takes forever to load, and internet is way slower. All right. Let's see what we can do here. We could do that's a good one too. All right, let's see. Let's come back to our utility. Let's go to tweaks. Do we have a networking tweak reset? Probably here, right? Oh, I never did do that. Dang it. That's something I meant to do and I never put it in. We're gonna need to add this tweak. Let's add this real fast, guys. But first, to Tom in chat, what we're gonna do, I need you to do something for me. I want you to test this out. I'm gonna have you run these from an elevated prompt. So you're in prompt like this, and we're gonna reset your network. So we'll do net sh int IP reset like this. And this is going to reset the networking stuff in Windows. And then the next command I need you to run is net sh winsock reset. Once you do a winsock reset and net sh int IP reset, you should see it reset all of the settings to default in accordance to Microsoft standards, whatever that is. But these two things typically will clear up a lot of laggy or all of a sudden stuff just kind of like 5 seconds to load and crap like that. This should get you going. So let me just close out of my stuff. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. We're going to pull that origin, actually. All right. Close that. We'll just save that and close. All right. And just so you need these for the network reset, let me just put it in chat. A network reset. And it's net sh int IP reset. and then net sh winsock reset. Oh, it didn't. I didn't put the line breaks. Darn it. Anyways, you guys know what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and reboot my system. You go ahead and reboot yours. You can follow me on the phone or just pop back in. And let's see what happens. I need to add that command. Man, those commands are old as sin, but they still work so good to fix up networking problems on Windows. I want to say I was using those in, dude, I think they added them in the 98 era. It might have been 90s. Definitely around, I want to say I was definitely using them in 2000 Workstation. Yeah, did that work for you? Oops, I did. Oh, I forgot to boot into Windows. Oh, I'm such a goob. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, I want to say they really, I want to say they really did a good job with the 2000 era. Before XP. XP was like the beginning of the end for Microsoft for me. Seems like everything was downhill after that. It's when they merged the business and residential ones. There we go. We need to add that in because so many people need to do it. I like what Beju's strong suggestion. IP do a flush DNS. That always a good idea. IP int and netsh int IP4 reset, and then int IPv6 reset, and then an netsh winsock reset. You know, that's probably a better way of doing it because the int IP reset, I'm not sure if that's going to grab both protocols or if it grabs all of them. We can do a little research on that. I've always done the int IP reset, but then again, almost everything here is like IPv4. Just because I still haven't really messed with IPv6, and every time I do, I just throw it in a calculator online. I hate to admit that, but I mean, they've been telling me for like literally my entire career, IPv4 is going away. Better learn IPv6. And here we are like 20 years later. And I'm like, dude, I'm retiring before IPv6 is like the thing. I mean, that's like kind of where I'm at. It's terrible to say, but it's true. All right. Let's just pull up our browser. Yeah, it's snappy. Probably we need to figure out what it did, I guess, to cause that issue. Yeah, almost everybody uses IPv4. It's just so much easier to do. I mean, I could do IPv6 as the knowledge transfers. It's just calculating the subnets is super funky. So I just use calculators online to do the subnets when I have to use IPv6. Oot! It worked! Yay! Sparky knows V6. I am not shocked by that stat. Nice! Oh, good. Good to hear. We need to add that to the toolbox for other people that run into networking issues, because it does save quite a bit of problems. Oh, man. Oh, geez. I had, oh, geez, it's so funny. Last night, my best friend had problems with his computer. He wanted to install a bunch of fans, like with a PWM fans. It was a pretty old case. I gave him the case, and dude, we sat on like FaceTime for like 2 hours going back and forth installing case fans. And I'm like, no, 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 don't plug it in there. He's like, oh, I bent the pin. And I'm like, no. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible, but hilarious at the same time. I wish I recorded it. It would have made a fantastic YouTube video looking back on it. And he was like, man, this is... He said the funniest thing, too. I'm still cracking up about it. He's like, man, this is like your mission control, and I'm like an astronaut on the Apollo 13 spaceship, and things have gone terribly wrong. It was so good. But he really appreciated it. It was great. All right. So let's add that. I want to say, let's look at let's finish troubleshooting before we add anything, though. That's definitely something we should add into our old toolbox here. Oh, no, this is not elevated. You should have seen it. You should have seen my face. Even though I don't like have an Apple device, did you know, like, I don't know when Apple added this feature, but you hit FaceTime and I told him to create a link and he sent me the link and I could just open it up on my computer and we were just chatting back and forth. I was on my computer and he was on his iPhone just kind of like showing stuff. And it was cool. I was like, this is awesome. So I was able to chat with him because I have all the setup here for conferencing. And we were just going back and forth, but it was awesome. But yeah, there was the time where he was sitting there like pushing the pin in, and I guess he pushed too hard or something. And then I heard it go clack. I was like, oh. And then he was like, oh no. And he's like, I think the pin's broke. And I was like, did it break? And he's like, no. And I was like, all right, very carefully, slowly bend the pin back and then just ever so gently put it in there. Just plug it in. Be a gentleman about it. It was great. All right. Let's get into WinUtil. Oh, let's see. Actually, we probably need to do another compile. WinUtil. We'll do some testing. All right. Back here, we got our tweaks. Now, the tweaks, I think we need to do a bit of... What's git installed? Does that git install tweaks? Ah, okay. Nice. I think we need to change some of these. I did want to revamp how the services are done. I know a lot of the tweaks in there, we can do a better job. But overall, I think that does work. I do also want to disable power throttling and get rid of that completely. But overall, I think this does work pretty darn well. Let's look at our power options. What's that look like? Advanced. Did they remove advanced? Oh my. No. Huh. Okay, let's try old control panel. Did they didn't remove it. They've slowly been messing with it. Ah, okay, no, it's still there. I don't know why they removed so many features. I guess for ease of use for like mom and dad, but I don't know. Bugs the hell out of me. It's like, what else did they remove? All right, that's fine. All right. I like all that. I just used NFS. I know that should be pretty good. Corruption. The fixes, we need to add that networking fix we just went over. Legacy panels are still there. These still working. Just checking. I use the sound one every day. Like, I can't tell you how much I hate the new one. All right, user counts, all that's good. Typo on undo tweak. Ooh, really? Undo tweak. Oh, yeah, it's missing. Oh, it's actually cutting off. That's what's happening there. Probably just need to expand that out. That's actually just W. We can pull up our WPF and clean that up a bit. And then we got our updates right here. Oh, and I like that, you know. This is so simple, but these are my settings. I always do. And then if I do need to force like an update through, I just click this to go back. So that's just good practice. All that looks good. I think we add the networking tweak and then also fix up the services. And then I think this is ready to go live. Soon they'll remove the X button because someone might close an app without wanting to. Yeah, so true. Hey, Ashlyn, good afternoon. Alrighty. So on this one, I think let's fix our services. We got to look at our tweaks. And for these tweaks, I really, really want to see what we have. What's all this red here down here? Oh, that's just the invoke script. Okay. I think we can get rid of all this now. Don't need that any longer. Tweaks debloat. I might revamp that. As when we were doing the Win one shot, I found using Wingit to uninstall the actual Microsoft Store apps was much more efficient, and it actually uninstalled more of the applications. Many of the applications failed with the remove AppX approach of PowerShell. So I think that's something in the future we need to develop. Probably towards the end of the year, we'll add that in. But the big thing here I wanted to do, services. This right here. All these services, I think from here, and we're going to create a new file actually. As you see, it's quite a bit of services. But and some of these are wrong too, so yeah. Scheduled tasks, and then all right, there's these. So this is what we have, and we have startup type, original type, and then the name of the service, and in a JSON format. So this is what it needs to look like. Let's create a whole new one. I'm going to wipe out all these as I think over all the commits, some people have made tweaks to it, and it's just, there's certain things in there I just don't particularly agree with that we need to get back to a bit cleaner on our service cleanup. That might also fix other people's issues. When do you start planning on working the WinUI design? I think once I finish Win one shot and I learn more C#, then I'll be more comfortable jumping into the UI design. But I'd say that's probably a good month away. Oh, they're releasing Debian 12 in the summer. Yeah. All right. So for this one, Windows answer file is probably the best one. I can't remember what. I think it's Windows AFG. Yeah, this is it. This has a really good really good stock tweaks. Let's go here. And what we're going to do here is services. And we're going to come into we're just going to call this services test. And we're going to just paste this in. Oh, we got quite a bit of updates going on here. Alrighty. So we're just going to delete the top. Come down here. And we're going to delete to the bottom. And then I think we're going to turn that start equals demand, auto, and all of that, split it out, and then make the JSON format out of the SC config space. So to do that, I'm going to just do it global substitution, SC config, and then we're going to change this to opening bracket. Yeah. Opening bracket. And then we're going to go with an escape character. Like WN, I think. Does that work? What's the enter? I thought it was WN for a carriage return. Might be different. Pull that up and oh, it's backspace in. That's it. Couldn't remember exactly. All right, cool. Then it's backspace in. Right? No, didn't do it. Oh, backspace R is the carriage return, where backspace in matches the end of the line. Learning something new every day. All right, great. So then we have that. We do our carriage return. This one I'm just kind of, I guess, do a few white space here. And I feel like... Oh, no. What's going on? Oh, all right. That's odd. But good enough. Well, this one... Oh, are you already getting... regex master? So you're grabbing front of line, S plus back, just grabbing that. Oh, man. Today we're just approaching the Windows toolkit and fixing things. Now we're going to call this one. Let's see, the formatting we need is quote, startup type, quote, colon, and then... Or actually, we're going to call this one name, colon, space. So, name, colon. I think that... Oh. We need a quotes around the name, actually. Name, colon, space. And then... comma. All right. There's that space. I kind of need that. Can't. Nope. There we go. So right in there should be able to get this section of it. So we go /G. And that should grab the name of the service, which is fine. I'm just trying to think of how we're going to grab the original service value. So it would set it back to stock and insert that in all automatically. Yeah, we're not quite done there, Nader. I'm just thinking in my head how we can do it. I can't help but think there's a better way of doing this. Probably Sparky. But I'm working on my regex, man. You know. Let's go start equals space, colon, backspace, carriage return, space, colon, quotes, and then startup type. So something along these lines. Boop. Quote. Like that. There's probably a better way of doing it. But this way will work. All right, so then we got all of those in. And now, ooh, actually, let's undo that. Because now I kind of want to do a match on the start equals. Oops. I can't see where my darn cursor is. I don't know what's up with that. But start equals space. I think we can grab that one with like a... How do you grab the variable of it? Isn't it just parentheses dot star parenthesis enter? Something like that. So then we can add the closing bracket once we're finished with the startup type and then put it in. I feel like we should just put this in a registry thing. Regex calc. Let's see. What do we got? It was like, I can't remember the darn website. Okay. So here's our string, which we're grabbing. Where are you at? All right. So we got all of this. Why can't I highlight this? Let's say we get that. All right, so this is what we have. And I wanted to do start equals backslash. It's been a while since I've used it. Or you got start equals space colon. I thought there was like a wild card to where you could do this and then grab all of that auto, and then when you go to replace it, you could also insert that in using, we're doing a substitution. Okay. I don't know why I'm having such a brain fart here. Oh, $1, yeah. That's it. So then you'd put... This is not quite giving me exactly what I want. Oh, hell with it. We'll just figure it out as we go. So then you go $1, quotes, and then it should match up with our regex, right? Let's see. We are missing the comma at the end there for the name. Didn't think about that. Comma. Then we would do carriage return again. Oh, it's a slash. I didn't realize there was a slash for that. You sure? All right. I think ReviOS as well will, Rob, as something. Like I said, it's still the pretty early days. I don't recommend those projects per se, but I highly recommend checking them out. It's fun, but I wouldn't put like it on a main daily driving machine yet. Okay, so we got our regex pattern here. Feel like that's not quite right. And I don't like Lazy Vim's command line pop out because I can't really move my mouse cursor. Like, it's not... Oh, it's driving me crazy. I don't know where the hell it's going. Ah, so annoying. Anyways. That does need to be a quote and then a comma, then a carriage return, startup type equals that, grabbing what's in our parentheses, and then doing another carriage return in bracket, comma, replace all. Oh, yeah. What is wrong with that pattern? Yeah, it's not lazy enough. I think we're going to try a different Vim editor. I do like Vim, though. So that parentheses is not... Oh, I know why. So if you look here, you have to escape it, probably. So it would look like that. So silly. Okay, that's what it is. Durr. Everyone knows that. Assembly coding looks more beautiful than whatever this is. So powerful, though. Look how gorgeous that all is. Alrighty. I think that's exactly what we need. That should be proper JSON. I don't know. Okay. Looks pretty solid. Right? Okay. So then what we need to do is grab the stock settings now. Do the exact same thing. But I mean, this is, I mean, look how many lines this is. Like you go, this is line 1, and then the very bottom of this is geez. I didn't 780. So 780 lines, and I don't know how long that take me. 5-10 minutes, something like that. It's pretty powerful. Yeah, the extra comma, I don't think that's going to throw an error-nator, but we do need to add the original value as well, and we also need to change these to properly reflect that as well. Because right now it says automatic and manual, and I think all these are wrong. Well, not necessarily wrong, but people have been messing with them in the public domain. I think we've had some commits and people have been sneaky, and when I did the approval, you know me, I'm pretty cavalier with accepting PRs. Why do I do that? I don't know. I just like pain, I think. I'm just so happy someone's contributing to my project that I'm like, yes, I accept. And then I'm like, oh, why did I accept that? All right, manual demand. So startup type, customized on demand, automatic. I'm just checking to see. I think they had the original one, tier 2, for services. Delayed dash auto. Hmm. Yeah, probably Sparky. Yeah, VS Code. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I just like how Vim usually feels. Although my lazy Vim's a little bit broken right now, so it doesn't feel all that great. I think. Does this even have a delayed? We need to look at the services configuration as well, because I'm worried that it's setting everything to either manual or automatic, which is wrong because it should have a delayed automatic as well. So when we're doing the tweaks, let's make sure we have a delayed tweak as well. Set WinUtil service. So what do we have? We have disabled, enabled. That is not no bueno. Okay. Okay, that's just stopping the service though. Set service, startup type. Okay, set service, startup type. What is the startup types? Let's just go to check the old Microsoft knowledge base. Set service, Microsoft knowledge base. Startup types. What do we got? Give me delay. Automatic delayed start is this guy right here. These are the accepted values. No bueno's not a double negative. That just means no good. I say no bueno all the time. You need to be escaping things. It's true. True words are never, yeah. Oh, did I say not no bueno? Oh, man. That's a double negative. I didn't realize I said that. You know me, I'm always making up words in the English language and others. Okay. So for demand, that's going to just be manual. Auto's going to be automatic, but what delay dash auto is something we need to demand to, we'll just do a global replace and go demand. And this is going to be switched to manual, automatic, manual, which, let me get the exact word count here. Manual, like that. And then the next up is going to be delayed auto, which is going to be this guy. We'll do a global replace, delayed auto, and that's going to be delayed automatic start, like that value. Perfect. And then we should have auto still, and that's going to be this value, automatic. So then we just, global substitution, auto. Wait, why is it grabbing that one? It should be case sensitive, right? It's case sensitive by default. Yeah, that's what I want, but okay. Uppercase S should be case sensitive. Thought that was backwards for some odd reason. So global substitute auto automatic, right? Ah, man. Put a quote in the end for substitution. Okay. So let's just go %s quote auto. We just do no. Like that. Yeah, I think that works. Let's just do that. That works. Easy. Still buying water, next you'll be buying air. I know. I'm trying to convince my wife to do the automated uh osmosis or reverse osmosis water. Alrighty. So we got our automatic We got our manual. We do have disabled still we got to take care of. Which disabled, I believe, is disabled over here. Let's check our syntax. Yeah, disabled just gets changed to disabled with a capital D. We'll go ahead and do that just to make it proper. So, global substitute, disabled, and that. So we have our startup types. Everything's in there properly. That looks really good. Original value is going to be off, though. And I kind of want to just do an export of current services on a stock machine to grab the original values instead of relying on something else. Oh, you saw an automatic? Ooh, really? Was it automatic? Let's just do delay. Let's just do delay. Automatic. Oh, snap. Oh. It changed all that. Oh, because of how I didn't do it on the end quote like a big dummy. Thanks, chat. Good catch. Good catch. Automatic. Let's just go automatic for automatic. So, such a goob. All right. All right, that looks good now. So we got our startup types. Look at line 513. Did I have a bad line there? What's the go-to for a line? Can I just type 513? Oh, no. What's the... Oh, I resolved it. Okay. What is the go-to command for line numbers? I think I just go 513 down. Yeah. So, like, let's go back to the top. Let's go GG. And I think it's just 513 down. Yeah, that would grab me the line number. Okay. Got it. Alrighty. So this is this. Let's grab the original values now. Stock values, Windows 11. So this is all the service names. Where are... I wonder if they have a script I could just steal and then take it all. But I don't think that's resetting it. I think tweaking.com or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. For setting it to stock values. I guess we got to go the long way on this one. Bits. I wouldn't disable bits. Yeah. I think I'm going to grab and export services. Oops, no. Service values, Windows 11. I think I'm going to grab my own. I don't think well, maybe tweaking.com has. I want to say I've used them to restore stuff in the past. I think it was registry permissions. They have a really good registry permissions fixer that has come through for me. The rest of it, I'm kind of like, eh. Services. Reg backup. Show all current services. Oh, okay. All in one there, Omar. Let's see what that is. Let's take a look. I don't really need an all in one. Yeah, that's just a bit much. I don't really want to mess with that. I'd much rather just get service and export it all myself. We'll do that. We can do like a for loop, grab all the services, and then just dump them to a file. So we'll do a stock install, get services, dump them all, and then import it. I think that's the best way to go about it. So I think it just gets service. Oh, I know. We'll just ask ChatGPT. All right. 1 second. I don't even know why I bother. You guys all know my email address at this point. All right. Oh, is that a regedit? Let's see. Oh, this is just individual reg files for the service you want to restore to defaults. I think they do like an all-in-one, but I totally get why they don't. Here's a zip file with all 700. Yeah, it'd be easier just to PowerShell it. So watch this. Get all Windows services and startup type and export to text file. Boom. Much better. Thanks, ChatGPT. I didn't want to do the legwork. So what we'll do here is let's just go to GitHub and WinUtil. And alrighty. And then if we look at services.txt, which we can just go notepad services.txt. Nope. Yeah. That services didn't work. Yeah, what's up, bud? I'm streaming.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
It's time for lunch.
Oh, okay. I'll be in a minute.
I wanted to show you something.
Oh, okay. I'll be in a minute. Notepad services.txt. Why? Oh, this is where did I put that? Dump that file. I dumped it in my main directory. Think, right? Oh, did I drop? Oh, I put it in the C. That's. I just saw that. That's funny. Okay. Notepad C's. All right, whatever. Sometimes it's easier just to grab the GUI. Okay, so this is what we have here. Okay. Not exactly the format I want, but let's don't save that. That's okay. It's close. We can just format that. Remove headers and do comma separated for out file. All right. Select script 1, file output. Perfect. All right. So then let's do that again. Delete. Yeah, whatever. All right. Let's just put this here. So now we should have something a little bit better. So if we go notepad services.csv, well, services.csv. Oh, there it is. Okay. Perfect. So that gives us a nice CSV value, pretty much all of our services as is. Obviously, this is not quite what we want because this is running on my live system, but that's why we got VMs. We'll grab the stock one. Oh, no, don't boot AME. That is not what I need. VMware Workstation too slow on Linux. Probably your DKMS is messed up. Or you don't have your hypervisor settings set properly in your BIOS. Anytime you have like really slow VM performance, it's like 99% of the time the user. Most people can't set up a virtualized environment to save their lives. That's why a lot of people end up using VirtualBox, because its stock settings, like when you first install it, isn't terrible. You know, and it doesn't really require too much, and it yells at you when you do something really dumb. So that's why a lot of people end up using it. It just so happens to be the worst hypervisor for performance. Yeah, I never have issues with VMware either. It's just like the tried and true, you know. The downside is you're paying $300 every time they do a new release. But they just did a release, and it usually goes to like, yeah, I'd say like 20 something subversions, and we're only on like subversion 2 or 3. So I think we got another year or two out of this version of Workstation, and then, you know, they'll bleed us dry for another $300. That's VMware's MO. But I mean, it is really good. I will say that. All right, so this is my stock Windows 10. Probably should do the stock Windows 11 though. Let's just do both. Oh yeah, Hyper-V. I think Hyper-V doesn't play nice with some of the VMware stuff. Let's see. Let's go PowerShell with admin. I think we can just do that. And I don't think we can copy paste files between systems. We can check though. That'd be cool. I can't remember if VMware Tools supports it or not. It does. Yeah, VMware, you're awesome. Sweet. So there's the services CSV. You can see these are the stock ones. This will be Win 10 stock, I should say. I know this is... I just don't trust enough people online. You know, if you copy paste from a whole bunch of people, usually one of them's going to be wrong. So let's cut this and drop it into our GitHub. WinUtil. Let's delete this one. We'll toss Win 10 stock services. And let's also grab a Windows 11 stock. Yeah, Vert Manager is amazing. Like, I like QEMU with Vert Manager on Linux than I do VMware Workstation on Windows. So we got those. I think we already have an image. Let's just create a new Windows 11, update it, and then we'll export the services for it as well. Win 11. Do I have a latest Win 11? Oh, I don't have a Windows 11 from this year? Really? Oh, dang. All right. I like that they don't force you to download the media creation tool anymore. That is quite the improvement. Windows is so overrated. I couldn't agree more there, Michael. Yeah, I really do think there's gonna be there is gonna be a huge thing. Like, I see what the Steam Deck has done. Like, Steam has done such a good job with that hardware. It really has showcased how good Linux can be. I just can't say it enough. They have done such a great job. Oh, add-ons do I use for Brave? Like, let's see. I use Extensify to kind of go through. I don't like leaving add-ons going, so like if I'm not using something, I'll just disable it, and then it just completely gets dumped. So if I'm not using something on a daily basis, usually like Google Docs offline, I'm probably not going to use Google Translate. The rest of these I use pretty often, so I'll probably leave those installed. You know, it's just those things. Alrighty, 22H2 downloaded. Let's toss that into our images, shall we? No, uBlock Origin's good. It's just Brave's built-in one's usually good enough. No, I usually use NFS. Although this, I think, is Samba. We'll let that copy over. Ooh, 80 gigs on the Windows folder. You need to run some disk cleanup there, man. Yeah. You only get 11 megabits. Sounds like fast Ethernet speeds to me, Omar. Might need to look into your settings. Yeah, SMB's slow, but it's not that slow. SMB usually tops out close to like 100 or so on most traditional networks. Now, element picker tool, I totally get that. Well, yeah, let's see what the stock settings are. That's the funny thing here. The big thing I want from this is just a really clean way to go in, look at it, and make sure we're grabbing exactly the way Microsoft wanted it to be. So if there's some weird setting I do, people can just click go back, and then it'll just flip all the surfaces back to what they are from Microsoft. So while this takes a good bit of time to do, it's worth doing. Oh, I never used that tool. El Caros for Windows thumbnails. That's cool. High Octane, we're just messing around with WinUtil today. Cleaning it up. Hopefully do a commit. Yeah, there we go. That's a good one, Sora. I'm a Windows user since 2.18. Ooh. Started setting up Linux in early March. Chose Fedora. Almost daily driving it for 2 weeks. Nice. Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, expect some pain, man. Like, I know Windows so darn well. There's still times where I'm just like, I know you can do this in Linux, but it's probably easier for me just to jump over to Windows to do it because I just know it. So I get that. I get that. And that's just because that's what we know. We grew up on it. That's why, like, when you look at why do you think so many companies just give out their products to like education and school systems? Because you use what you know, and if someone learns it in school, they're going to use that. So you can see it in like the Chromebooks. Google's making a big play there. You can see it with other pieces of software. I think Microsoft has a pretty strong education system where they give away a lot of Office, and even other companies like Canva, they give away a ton of stuff. I was looking at my daughter's Chromebook the other day, and I was like, dude, Canva gave out all this to the school. And I was like, that's kind of smart. More about corporate sponsorship, maybe. Maybe. Capitalism 101. For sure. I think it's a bit of both. It's all about, in the end, it's all about money, right? No doubt about that. All right, let's grab our 22H2. Oh, we're going to just go win 11. Toss that in there. Okay. Well, next. Choose a really secure password. Oh, man. 64 disk size, sure. Let's give it a little more than that. Let's give it like 10. Let's just split this up. Cores. Let's give it like 4 cores. I don't know why most hypervisors like think people have tons of multiple processors. I think they default to that just from server settings, where usually they have 2 processors. But still, it's like, for Workstation Pro, I think they should probably default to 1. But regardless. All right, 10 gigs of memory. We got enough cores, so it's not going to take forever. Let's do it. You know me too well. Oh, nope. Did I not get it in time? Oopsies. My bad. Most of us have multiple CPUs. Yeah, most in the business realm do have multiple processors. But CPUs and core counts completely different. Is there any way to integrate the edge removal script to a batch? I tried to copy paste code from the batch, but since edge removal is 99% PowerShell, it was throwing out errors. Man, I think I'm about to remove the edge removal tool, though. To be honest with you, it's more problems. As Microsoft integrates Bing into Windows, Bing Chat, and other things, it's relying on more and more tools from Edge. So, inevitably, by removing Edge, you're partially breaking the operating system. I know. It's messed up, it's wrong, but that's life. Life ain't fair. And that's Windows, man. You just gotta know. It's something that I was real big when they first switched over to Edge. It was a little bit easier to cut out, and as time's gone on, it's gotten to the point where it really isn't, and it probably should not be removed anymore if you want to use Windows. It's just one of them things. Yeah, he got in hot water back in the late 90s for Java, and then also because there was a Java ActiveX lawsuit in the late 90s where Microsoft was doing monopolistic practices and cutting out all open source software and forcing people to like proprietary ActiveX. I think they also got in trouble during the browser war area. Not only that, but some of the nastiness they did to kill Netscape off. They were just ruthless. Like, people don't understand, Bill Gates is a ruthless man. Like, he has ruined thousands of lives in business in the 90s and in probably early 2000s too. Like, Microsoft is not a good company. They're there to make money, and they're there to squeeze that little guy. Either if they can't buy him out, they will destroy them. That's just facts. That's just cold hard facts, man. Yeah. There was the Netscape versus Microsoft. They also did it to WordPerfect, remember? Because during the 1998, when they released the Office suite, they purposely kept all the APIs and had no documentation. So everyone had to switch to Office because WordPerfect didn't work on the new version of Windows at the time. And they did that so people would be forced to buy Microsoft Office. It's why we all use Office today. Froze from that decision. Hence Microshaft, yeah. So I mean, and people forget about this history too. There's many people that are just oblivious to it. They're like, oh yeah, but I think you won't see Microsoft get in much hot water over any of this. At least not here in the States, just because they're so well integrated into the government and they do a lot of things for the government and they have a lot of sway and a lot of lobbyists. To where I think you could even see that when they got. You can see how strong the lobby was when they got the cloud contract. There was $1 trillion cloud contract for the DoD. And Microsoft was able to snake it away from AWS. Amazon won the contract, rightfully so. They have a much more robust cloud offering than Microsoft does. And it was, I think, when the administrations changed from Obama to Trump, about 6 months to a year into it, they reversed the decision and award to AWS and decided to go with Microsoft instead. Pretty wild. Oh, you got a heart now. Nice. So pretty wild stuff all the way around. Can the Ethernet cable decrease Samba speed? Yeah, over time, people don't understand that many Ethernet cables degrade. So it depends on the type of cable. A lot of folks that don't really look at the quality. They'll get something and it's not pure copper. So you'll see cheap Ethernet cables, usually about a 30-70 split or even a 50-50 split, where it's partially copper, but it's not full copper. And then if you ever buy Ethernet cable to install somewhere, always pay double and get the pure copper cable. It's going to last a lot longer. You're going to have less transmission speeds. So yeah, quality cable does matter, especially when you reach higher speeds. When you go over gigabit, it really starts to show. Gigabit and less, I mean, nah, not really. You can probably get away from that garbage cable. They'd be fine. But usually anything past 5 years, like if I'm walking into like a building or an office suite or something like that to revamp the network or something like that, or like let's say it's a new build out and there's existing cable already run, it always gets removed. It's just that cable, whenever you go to move it, it can easily snap. There's old Ethernet can be a problem. 5+ years, I would say. And it's just easier to know what's in the wall, and especially if it's during like a new office build, you want to run new cable. You have 30 megabits per second. Yeah, that's pretty awful, man. You might as well just go Wi-Fi at that point. Yeah, 24 gauge shielded. Yeah, run fiber over 100 feet. You could probably get away with 250 feet if you're still under, especially if you're doing less than gigabit speeds. It just depends on what kinds of speeds you're running. I think Michael's on the high end, and he's probably going well over gigabit speeds. Yeah, you can get up there. I mean, I've done some pretty long runs in my day, but I don't think I ever did it when I needed like a good amount of speed for sure. Yeah. Usually it starts degrading pretty badly over 100 feet, or it depends on the quality of cable. If it's not pure copper, it's about 100 feet. If you get pure copper, you usually can go double that distance, so probably 200, 250 feet before you start seeing some degradation. And I mean, if you're going obviously past that fiber for sure, like Michael said. Yeah, 100 meters is the limit on Ethernet, so that's 300 feet for us us Americas over here. You can go past the limited, but yeah, it's not advised. Yeah, so so Don, I'm actually filming my CrossFit today. Where I started the stream out with it. I'm doing 800 meters, 50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, 150 squats, and then another 800-meter run. So it'll be a good burner today, but that should only take me 20 minutes, 25 minutes to do. So yeah, I heard it. All right, we're in our Windows 11 instance. Light Murph, yeah. Yeah, Kent. It's just a baby Murph. Yeah, I'm trying to get ready for Murph at the end. I'll probably post a regular Murph to the fitness channel because that's going to be. I'm not doing a vest or anything, Kent, as this is just my first year and I'm still kind of out of shape. So I'm just looking to try and get through Murph with no weighted vest on. I'd like to get under an hour. So we'll see, but that's 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats. Ugh, that's gonna be brutal with a mile run on the front and back. But I gotta say, I've never felt better in my life. Eat right, do what you need to do, man. It goes a long ways. Good things are coming your way. Ooh. Scary. Microsoft is facing EU antitrust process. Currently, it's in the practice of Teams integration. In response, Microsoft now considers to start charging for the service. It's just a threat at that point. Win11 stock. Thoughts on disabling Defender for new installs? I'm kind of against it. Mainly because I've done it. Like, you know how much I hate Defender. I made several videos on the main channel about it. But I've done it for months on end. And inevitably, it feels like it's just Windows just doesn't act quite right sometimes without Defender being there. And I think a better way to do it is just to disable Defender, not remove it. I feel like that's a much better solution. Da, 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 da. Well, thanks for hopping on. Good seeing you guys too. Like I said, I love the live streams, man. So much, you can get so much done, and you get to kind of contribute to a lot of the things I get to build. And honestly, being able to, after I switched my editor from Final Cut to DaVinci Resolve, I've been able to cut up a lot of these live streams to put on my other channel and make little sound bites here and there from clips or things that happened during stream. And it's just been great. I have loved it. What problems? Typically, when you start integrating a lot of Microsoft products, you're gonna run into issues when you don't have Defender or Edge. Now, if you're just doing third-party tools, like let's say you're using it for a specific Windows application and you're not really daily driving it, so to speak, yeah, that's perfect. That's like what it's meant for. Like the Atlas OS, Revi OS, AME, all those. They're so stripped down that when you're just using it for a couple applications, then getting out, totally okay. All right, yeah. No, DaVinci Resolve for like when I'm editing these live streams, usually they go like 3 or 4 hours. And when you're editing 3 or 4 hours of content, I can add chapters as I'm editing and chopping it up and killing dead space, or if I take a bathroom break, whatever it is, I can just toss markers in during those edits. And as I make it through the entire stream, I hit upload at the end, and then it just says timestamps, and then it just gives the whole stream with all the timestamps and uploads it to YouTube. And I was like, that's amazing. Just completely awesome. All right, we have everything here. This is our stock Windows 11 instance. I will install VMware tools. So, Don, I did get Resolve working in Rocky Linux with an AMD deal, but it doesn't have x264 encoding and some other problems, which I've touched on. But I am so like committed to getting it working in Linux the way I want it to work that I went ahead and bought a used 2080 for, you can get them really cheap. You get a NVIDIA 2080 for about $200 now, just a little over 200. I think I paid $230, and dude, that's pretty good value. So I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna get the 2080 used, toss that in there, then buy Resolve Studio so I can get x264 encoding in NVIDIA. So then I'll have my NVIDIA card, DaVinci Resolve Studio for all the encoding, because you have to have Studio for encoding on Linux, but not on Windows, which doesn't make much sense, but whatever. Just take my money at this point. I make it back with as much as I'm going to edit. And we will have a 100% working Resolve in Linux. It's a little ridiculous that I had to go to those measures, but, you know, that's fine. Yeah, if you guys are looking for a new GPU, you can get those 2080s here in America secondhand on eBay for around $200. That's like ridiculously good for the value. It's about 10 or 15% less performance than like a 3070, but for the gamers out there, you're probably still going to want like the 3070 just because of like DLSS. But since I don't really game that much, or the games I play is kind of like low end, I would say, for requirements, that I would probably just be like, hey, 2080 is perfectly fine. Yeah, and I think the 2080 does some RTX, although I don't think much. And I think it has first or second gen, I think it's first gen DLSS. But for video editing, 2080 is going to be a beast. It's going to be better than anything I have right now. I wanted to go like a 4090, and then I was like, no, that is too much money. Holy smokes. I am just going to, that's just ridiculous. All right, so we got our VMware tools. We have our stock setting. Let's just do a quick update. We're not going to debloat anything as much as I'm just like, I want to remove stuff. We're not going to do it. We're just going to do our update, install all the updates, and we'll have our stock Windows 11 test, and then we'll export all the services. Yeah, RTX 20 is DLS1 only, and the first gen of DLSS sucks. Yep. So that's why I mentioned that, Soul. If you are a gamer, you probably do want to splurge for the 3070. Yeah, I want to say the 6900 XT is probably the best bang for buck for a gamer. If money's an object. But NVIDIA is kind of needed for a lot of the stuff I want to do and kind of approach, such as, you know, Stable Diffusion. I eventually want to really get into using it for like thumbnail generation. And then obviously Resolve for video editing. So I was like, 2080 would be fine. I can actually do it. It won't be the fastest thing, but man, I'm not going to spend a bunch of money. Power efficiency is actually not bad on the 2080s. They only use about 200 watts. Shockingly enough. I thought the same. I was like, God, I bet the power efficiency is awful. And then I looked up like, oh, wait, no. It's actually pretty good. Right at 200 watts. I think 220, 230 under load. Yeah, but I'm all about AMD if I can get away with it. If I was just gaming and just using Linux, AMD all the way. Like no doubt about it. Oh, the DLSS 3 frame generation, that's the 40 series exclusive. I've heard good things about it. I'll try it out here in like 2 or 3 years when then the prices on the used market are okay. Or I could get like a video sponsor that sends me one. I bet I could get like a laptop with one. Are you AMD or Intel? Ooh, that's a difficult thing to answer. Budget wise, AMD. Most of my systems are AMD, but since I'm doing a lot more programming, a lot more, I would say like business oriented things, I think I'm going to switch to Intel. I know. Don't hate me, but I swear I would never go back to them. I do like Intel's just a bit better than AMD, and having to constantly update your BIOS and all that crap you got to deal with. I was like, it'd just be nice to have that warm team blue, just have it work. I know it's terrible, but I won't admit it publicly. Yes. Well, I'm not really. Nobody really comes to me for hardware advice, though. You know, I'm not much of a hardware guy. I'm software. I know my lane. Yeah. No, I actually did get invited to LTX, and they offered to put me up in a hotel and obviously put me on their creator portion. So, yeah, I actually will be going to LTX. At first, I didn't think that was going to happen because I contacted them back in December, and it wasn't until just like I think a couple weeks ago they reached back out to me, and I was like, oh, yeah, I thought you guys just ignored me, but no, they reached out. Oh yeah, let's go dark mode. So yeah, I will be going to LTX. Yeah, I thought about adding the script for Defender, but actually I'm removing Edge and Defender from there just because I don't want folks to basically hit me up about it, because so many people have done it and then they're like, "Hey, I need to go back." And since more and more people are using the toolbox, it's really hard to go back. I mean, you can technically doing like a DISM restore health with like a sources from a Windows ISO mount, but most people don't know how to do that. Especially the people asking me, how do I reinstall this? I'm like, that's not how that at all works. It's like part of the system, man. I mean, so I've actually softened my stance on it. Michael, you the one time you listened to me, you went and bought a 5950. I'm sorry, bro. And it's not reliable. Ah, that's a good chip though. The 5950 is a sweet CPU. Let's let this install. Tell it to my AutoCAD. God forbid I compile a kernel. Oh man. Eee. Oh, you got 128 gigs of ECC. Damn, Michael. That's impressive right there. I mean, at least you got the good memory. I think I might actually go with ECC on the next round. I've had so many memory issues, especially when you type in, like, go with like a. I don't know if this is just me and my bad luck or just buying cheap memory, really. But every time I do like the extended profile, whether it's DOCP or XMP profiles, it doesn't matter. It like always ends up with it not being as stable. It feels just the feeling I get. I'm like, I'd much rather just go with a more expensive memory that's ECC, and then I just don't have to worry about it. And yeah, I don't know, but I ended up getting blue screens and other things. I'm like, no. All right, how we doing? How we doing on our restart? Tool for building your own Pi image usually. I would say PiShrink is what I use if you want to do it, because I use that for I DD the image, the entire Let's see here. Yeah, this one right here is pretty good. I think it's from Drew. I'll link it in chat too. So you image your entire SD card. Try to use like a 30 gig SD card or something pretty small. I DD the entire drive, and then I take that into an image file, and then I use PiShrink. And then once PiShrink's run, I zip it up, and then you can distribute it. Information technology for that. Yeah?
Hey, Daddy.
Yeah.
You want me to make you a sandwich or something? I want you to eat something.
Oh, thanks, bud. Yeah. I'm gonna be in here in a bit. I'm just trying to get this one last thing fixed. So, give me 30 more minutes.
You said that like a little bit ago.
I know, it was like an hour ago. I was like, hey, yeah, just another minute. But yeah, no, I just want to get this one thing wrapped up and then I'll be in. So
Okay.
30 more minutes. But thank you, bud. I appreciate it.
Mean it this time.
I made it this time. By 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. All right, we got 30 minutes. We got 30 minutes to get this done. But we've already installed the stock Windows 11 that I kind of wanted anyways for that. Let's close that out. We'll get it. We'll get it. Oh, but as far as what I meant for IT, that was just IT workers, like information technology, people that work on computers daily, usually know what is good, what is bad. You just get a good feeling for it. Chris, 30 minutes equals 1 hour. Sometimes longer. Whenever I say it's going to be a minute, that usually means like 2 hours. uh, I need to eat lunch, and then I'm gonna start prepping like a little GoPro and some other stuff. I'm gonna go to the gym and record my workout and then some other stuff as I'm making a video about all this. 30 minutes is not equal to subjective time. You have not met me, sir. Although I will say, if I tell you an exact time, like I will be there at 7 a.m., I'll be there at 6:55 a.m. I'm not late to appointments. I am very punctual. I'm very much of the mind 5 minutes early is on time and on time is late. So I when I say I'm gonna be somewhere and I do something, I'm there. But when I'm working on something, oh yeah. I definitely am like, okay, I'm almost there. Just I gotta fix this before I leave. It definitely OCD gets the better of me, and sometimes that minute turns into hours. Oh, nice. Yeah, post it in Discord. Is that the Modix or Modix? All right, here we go. Windows 11. What's with this stupid icon? Ugh. So much about this, I just like am like, ugh. This is awful. Anyways, sorry. Let's just grab our ChatGPT. We got our stock settings here. How much is the stock default now? What do we got? 146 processes by default. 2.5 gigs of memory. With nothing installed. Whoa. Good night. How does someone ship this kind of product? Like, how does that happen? I'm just wondering. Like, you charge hundreds of dollars to ship this. Blows my mind. Anywho, let's get it. Just paste that guy in, and then we'll just grab our services. CSV, come back into our main system, and we're going to paste this guy. So now we have this one. This is going to be Win11 stock services. Looks about the same as Win10. We edit it. This is what we get. Perfect. So now we have a legit stock. We didn't grab it from some website or anything. This is direct from a Microsoft Fresh install. Is this? Yuck. Just wanna. Is there? I thought there was a little remit. VM manage. Let's see options. Here we go. Stock 22H2 Win11. Okay. Let's edit this one. That's going to be Win10. I like to just have stock ones already built with all the updates and stuff, so then we can just, anytime we want, grab it. All right, nice. And then if we ever need anything, we're good. Oh, I know. I mean, really, Don, it's not about the mini fridge. I actually have a mini fridge right behind my green screen. The main issue with it is, like, I watch the streams afterwards and then chop it up and do all the markers. The main issue I have when I'm on Twitch, bathrooms. Bathroom breaks kill it, man. I lose like 10, 20 people whenever I go to the bathroom. You just got to hold it. I'm kidding. Don't do that. but yes, bathroom breaks are the biggest problem. I mean, pee bottle, that would be pretty awesome. Do some Dumb and Dumber action up in here. Oh, geez. Alrighty. Now, what we're going to do with this, how are we going to import these or migrate or merge these files? That is the question. Merge JSON and let's ask ChatGPT how to merge this CSV with an existing JSON. Why wouldn't you just do... Huh. Catheter. Oh, man. I guess it's... Oh. Yeah. You guys. Oh, man. All right, let's see. I don't think that's going to quite do it for me, but maybe. What's up there, Silver Elf? Best way to merge these. We can try this script. This is a bash script, actually. That's weird. It says bash, but it's using PowerShell syntax. Uh, oh, yeah. Test run with copies for sure. Well, let's try it. Let's see what this does. We can just do like a PS1 file here and try to merge these. So let's just go big WinUtil. Just go new file, call merge.ps1. Oh, not PST. Been working in too many Exchange mailboxes. All right, PS1. Let's just drop that down here. Move. We'll grab that. So we're going to actually, we'll just do relative finding. We're going to import the, there it is. Win11 stock services. Existing JSON files actually going to be, I think it was just called services, right? Oh, we never did save that, did we? Oh, dude. Okay. Services test. Dang. That could have been bad. Services test in here. Yeah. So if you look, this is what we made. Let's call this one services test. And then updated JSON. Let's just call updated services. Okay. Let's run this merge and see what happens. Okay. Said additional text encountered after finishing reading JSON content line 4 position 1. Line 4 position 1. Oh. Okay. If you look up here, we need to probably encompass this whole thing like so. Let's just make a little quick one here with services test. All right. Oh, that's not what I would need. All right. And I should have called that out. I don't think we even need that. That'll be fine. Service. Maybe that'll work. Public repos count. I think it's like a 70 or something. It's kind of insane. Something like foobar 2000 in Windows on Linux. I think QMMP I kind of dug. We were exploring that the other day. All right, that might work. Let's see what that does now. Line 1, position 9. Huh. I wonder. Why is that giving me so many problems? You know what? Let's just do an open bracket, close bracket. We're gonna wipe it out anyways, but I don't know why I'm making this so complicated. Autocomplete. All right. Now, what do we got? Okay. Property services cannot be found on this object. Verify the property exists can be set. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. I got to figure out a better way to merge this. PowerShell is just going to not be good. You think I'll ever finish this project? I don't think I'll ever finish WinUtil, though. It's just, as soon as I get something fixed in it, Microsoft's going to go break something else. It's just like the nature of the beast. It's the project that just like never ends. All right, let's just start a new chat. Let's go. Best way to merge two files. Yeah, that's the Linux way. Merge a CSV into existing JSON. Oh, let's see. They're going to go Python. Yeah, Sparky was in chat. He'd be happy. He knows his Python. We could try some Python. I've never programmed in Python, believe it or not. I've hacked around on some Python scripts, but that's about it. All right. Oh, yeah. FL. Well, let's try that. I think I actually did do this all wrong. Shocking as that may be for people. Yeah, no. Let's just do a close bracket, go all the way to the home, and then... Nader, thanks for the sub, man. All right, let's see. Best way. Okay. Where's the bracket at? Come on. And Oh. There we go. All right. Exception setting services. The property services cannot be found on this object. All right. Let's try this. Ah, okay. Services. Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay, that looked like it worked. Oh, I think it just appended it. Oh, really? I mean, it's kind of there. And it added that AARSVC. We could do a global replace of that. It's a lot of services, though. And you can see where it starts and where it ends. So this is where it ended here. But then we have... Oh, gosh. All right. Yeah, I didn't... We could just search for double entries and remove. Okay. The I probably would... So we probably would just do like a global replace like this and just say this is name replace. Uh-huh. And then anything with manual should be, let's do like that. This actually should be quote original value type. Where's service? Services. Original type. So this one actually should just be in this format. Oh, where was that? Updated services. So this should be like that. And then original type disabled, original type that. Da, 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 da. That's actually pretty good. So then we just got to take the JSON file as it is now and then merge duplicates. Dang. All right. So now we have the original types that we've imported. We have the original names. Find duplicate entries in JSON and merge them. How to find dupes in JSON and merge to existing entries in same file. I love how ChatGPT just goes from Python to Perl to PowerShell all within the same damn thing. Now we're in Perl. What? No, this is still PowerShell, right? Yeah, no, that's Yeah, that's PowerShell. Why does it say Perl? Okay. This actually doesn't look that bad. So we're grabbing it group for each object, JSON services where object name equals name. Where each object name equals name. Okay, for each that start type. $_ underscore dot start type equals question plus start type. Okay. I think start type's a little bit different, right? Yeah, because the original type's what we need. Startup type is up here. And then Okay, let's give it a whirl. It's not necessarily wrong. Let's go back into our merge. So we're going to grab our updated, what was that? Services. Where did that go? Where's this even at? Oh, no, it's there. Okay. All right. Boom. Or each object, blah, blah, blah. And then we're going to just call this one. Oh, oops. Final updated. Final. Now do x86 assembly. Oh, no. It lost the first entry? Oh, my gosh. All right, 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh, God bless. Actually, it's getting late. I got to start getting prepped. Dang it. I wanted to finish. No, we're not anywhere near finishing. This is all jacked. Yeah, I'm shutting her down. We're gonna call it here. I wish I could have got this going. Not bad though. I mean, we made some good progress, and we're close. The test branch is functional now. At least we merged all those PRs at the start and got it functional. Now I just got to clean up these services, add a little bit more polish on it, and then we'll merge it into the main branch, and I think really help out a lot of people using the utility. Will just get better. We'll continue it tomorrow. I'll try and get on a little bit earlier tomorrow. I got to prep a couple more things, but we're going to definitely stream, get it done. Man, oh man. Yeah. I like it, Don. No, don't shut it down. Just screw everything else in life. Come on. I wish I could. All right, man. Take it easy, y'all. See you tomorrow. And we'll finish things up. Maybe have some more fun. I might jump over and do some other stuff. We'll see. You never know what to expect on these streams. All right, y'all. Later.